Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, the Haven you've been looking for. Welcome back with more Wildermyth. As you can't tell, feeling better today, especially compared to last stream. Got one thing off my chest that was stressing me out. Another thing that was stressing me out. The consequences aren't terrible, so I'm able to deal with it. And everything else is going fairly well, as far as I can tell. I mean, barring any other surprise emergencies, I should be in a good state for a few weeks. So that's good news. However, last short stream was short because of how tired, exhausted I was due to my medical condition. Today, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm feeling a lot perkier. But we did manage to start a new campaign last time. It was All the Bones of Summer, in which, during a festival, a Drauven individual was taken captive and used to perform stupid plays and other things. While distracted, it accidentally killed the person that kidnapped it, and then left with a very intelligent Drauven to create its own war camp. So we are continuing having discovered the war camp's full creation and knowing that a bunch of humans are being kept slaves there now, which, you know, irony. But we're gonna go ahead and try and do something to stop it. Let's see, last time we just recruited a new person, so we're gonna go back here. The sun's fallen and silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Timur, stop for a second. You will see? I don't want to step in bear doings. Can't remember a gloom quite like this. You? Listen to the twilight birds are silent. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable, the whirling air almost utterly opaque. Oh, we've seen this. Let's find the others. Maybe they saw it too? Don't be stubborn. Bad night to chasing moonbeams. Meet in the open. Delia, Timur! Wonder if they saw it. We're here. Crickets cackle again, finding the rhythm. Somewhere an owl pipes her blue notes. Apparently, we all were able to glimpse the shadowy giant as it passed. None saw more than the black suggestion of its form. Then, as they're about to decide whether to set up camp or search for huge tracks by starlight, a disturbance shakes the tree line. Big map, but we have everything on this side scouted, so all the enemies must be over here. Sleep. One, there's another. Alright. Vivkin is our new recruit from Legacy. Melee Spect Rogue. That's a lot more down there than I thought. Okay. Let's get the bird off of you. Pop heroism so you can actually attack. Not enough range to hit either of them, so you still have to move. Okay. Okay, Nova hits my own allies, so don't want to do that. Here. Okay, so I have 2 AoEs. Give you flanking. And that'll let you attack again. Again. Gotcha. And that dude up there is blinded, so I don't care. Of course, the harassment doesn't matter. That just happens anyway. Broad swipes. Give him more dodge, since he's a melee rogue. Thai has brought them back under the boughs of the wood. I think it's quiet. I hate a night battle, knocking the trees. McBride searched for a sign of the giants passing, but are forced to camp. Precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. Still, the story does quite well in taverns, and those who saw it dream of a colossal being, all shadowy grace, silvery fog, and overwhelming quiet. They dream of seeing it again one day. They dream for years and years. 6 legacy points! Holy balls! I hate the look of this. Great axe. No thanks. Just got infested, I mean. None. There are no paths. Oh. Okay. That's this event. Okay. Moss Girdle, warding and potency. Give me a second. I want to refresh a thing or two. Okay. Just wanted to check on something real fast. Let's see. Okay, so there, or there. Doesn't really matter which side we take. And a long time. Oh, nope. I'll get respect or step at least. I need to find ways to get you more damage, Vivkin. And blinding the storm throat, it's like nothing. Meteor strike. Change can summon a falling star that is damage area at the start of their next turn. Oh, interesting. Rather get this done for now, though. Okay. Harbor Pass, but I'm only gonna get. I'm gonna have 2 people start on this. Actually, Dahlia's gonna be in there. Okay, you 2 want to start there. Everybody but Dahlia does this. Dahlia does this alone. Well, they have the labor increase. No thank you. And no thank you. More plot. There we go. This way first. Now we've cleared the area. It's good to be back in Quita Prairie. Here before? Been here, grew up here. Okay, so this event. Hides. I definitely need hides. Get the infested tile and do it before we have another incursion. We've seen this event before. Sounds kind of personal. I'll leave you to it. Some moments are just for ourselves. I think it's a very nice thing to do, though. Not everybody would put in the thought. I'll tell the forest as much tonight. Tell it Dahlia's the real deal, and then do love listen to you. Hope I haven't created a ritual obligation for you, too, now. No. When the cricket songs quaver, then I'll know. Stone Spirit. Who doesn't have... Yours is water, isn't it? Nope, it's just regular pipe. Cool. As close as possible. That'll make it so it interacts with him. So no, expand here, please. Yay! Stone spear. The panther pierce. Hey, you actually hit. Just, that's it? Just a single row? Okay. For safety's sake. Nope. We don't know anything in these wild woods, can't we? Don't get too cocky. History ebbs and flows. The strong fall and weakness and frailty is bred ferocity. Burnt skulls are buried in weather. Okay. And that should give me hopefully enough time to scout and attack that tile. Speed, yes please, yes please, yes please. Chillin'. Bing. $50. Cool, we'll have more than enough time to do it. I mean, having two people with the wisdom skill makes this a lot easier. Of course, this happens first. Dwarves on counter fire, yada yada, yada yada. All of them have suffered 2 damage, and stunt chances are double. I would have liked to stunt there, actually. That made things very nice. Falling for her. that villager has a fancy shield. Goodbye. I love reach weapons. I love reach weapons. Spawn that way. Okay. That'll do. Good job, Madonna. There, so this area is useless to me. Pretty certain it came from this direction, but we'll see. Yep, there it is. Alright, Chaser, you haven't said a word for hours. Oh, thanks, but no need to worry, I'm just thinking. A burden shares, a burden lesson. Want to talk about it? Thanks, Delia. I guess I've been mulling over what to do if we manage to survive all these battles and the land is safe. Okay, I want to know. I have to know. What do you want to do? I don't know. I think I want to lock myself in the library and never come out. I'll write a book based on our adventures and become a famous and wealthy author. How about you, Vivken? I'll sit by the fire with my beloved, never be separated again. How about you, Tyrmor? I don't know, maybe a sword for hire? I couldn't just sit around all day. They're just up ahead. They might hear us. Come on. One day. Sweet. Alright, well, that's what I wanted to see. Well, where all them were. Damn it. That's fine. She wasn't planning on moving anywhere. Activate Fox Flight. She doesn't need to move very much. Okay. Only way to get that movement to work the way I needed it to is to do it that way. Really hard to hit after they do that. Bad Drauven. A lot of stun chance. Throw nuts now. Alright, well, we build this up. The geometry of magic. Vivkin out of sorts, and 2 more thinks they have the answer. The last greasy lights wobble in the quiet windows, at least most of the time. I hope we'll drink so happily when I retire. I hope I reach retirement. The merry stumbler crick sweeps along the back alley. Fragments of foamy song follow line after, fading in early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every bell. Hey, Vivkin, you look sad. No! Not tonight, 2 more. Sorry. Oh, come on, I know what it is. I know what you're gonna say. I don't need to get out and exercise. You haven't been getting out and exercising. You got your blood going, your lungs pumping. Seems basic. Body's an instrument that plays better tune. Love, I know what works for you, but... What? What's that face for? So I just had a perfect idea. There's this mystical order. They live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure to teach us 1 or 2 tricks, or at least give us a quiet meal. So it's out in the morning. Much too early. That's for me. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near no startling blind. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. Hey you know how to use that spear? If you wish to speak to the dead, you'll find it easy enough. If you wish to listen to them, that's the real trick. Alright. I could talk to a butterfly, a blade of grass, an angled shadow in the corner. But to hear these things, to really attend to what they say or sing, I must assemble a codex within my own body for interpreting all their sense. Want some nut bread? Yeah. Without another word, he turns and leads him down the hill path, darkened and dappled by the sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling green strewn land, marked by low, gentle hills. There it is, a nice nut bread. I do appreciate your solemnity and thoughtfulness. I'm here for some kind of... Well, apparently there's a group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you? You mean the warlord sword? Yeah. That is us. You want training? See, the wise seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of faith. You really think you're worthy to train with an ancient order of still quite youthful-looking knights? Yes? Yeah. Alright. It always works best with the worthy ones. Well then, pleased to meet you. Gwenbrook Fox. Bringing the thought self and meat self together begins with your name. It's only the beginning. Together we'll make metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical. Over the next week they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Gwenbrook's style is grueling and relentless, health and speed, exploratory and unsteady, accuracy and potence. Accuracy and potence. A week full of experimental astrologies. Prolonged discomfort. and the recalibration of sense and reflex. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Winbrook leads them into the closeness of a nearby wood. The resonance air sparkles. He halts. Exertion is the way by which the body and mind are exhausted from exhaustion springs grew. Exerting mind and body together, we access the geometry inside ourselves. Geometry? You're speaking in metaphor? The shape you make, spirit, meat, and bones. Didn't you know the basis of magic? It's not an ethereal energy, present in the alignment of every physical thing. You can channel, direct, and if you're conscious and practice them, sensing and manipulating your geometry makes it powerful. Oh, but what about biceps? They're meaningless now? Are you kidding? Biceps definitely matter. Uh-oh, random encounter. Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. 3 accuracy and point potency. Normally I'd go for health and speed, but honestly, these two have enough health and speed. So I wasn't very concerned. God damn it. I should have undo. Why did I not undo? Hey then, you forget that exists so much. Right, well, stabby stabby. And take it too, so alright, Vipkin. Wow, okay. This is the reason why I was caring about potency. Shark to that. Hello, hello. A water artifact. Doesn't say what the artifact ability is, though. Only the water. That's fine. Yeah. Better for her. Where'd they come from? Were we betrayed? No, that was just Yen and Dunathea. Stand up, you rascals. The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug on their disguises. Winbrick, take it seriously! Hi there. This cool guy's Yan, and that floppy, humorless ogre is Dunathea. Think of it as a final test. An easy one, perhaps, given your abilities, but one you've certainly passed. I guess we'll go back to our nightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as philosophical knighting. Am I right? Whew, I'm glad they're gone. Anyway, what was I saying about enlightenment? Ah yes, surpassing our limits always takes a refiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside of ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, new shapes inside us grows more in line. The geometry of magic, the geometry of all things. So they leave the woods, a silent small procession. Bidding their instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They walk long enough, stars have sprouted. It's like learning a new language. Never a single summit. Fluency improves by dawns and delays. You train towards naturalness. Anyway, we got some good exercise then. You sense something, looking at the figures of trees, trunks, bows, patterns. My body recognizes them. Molds and I walk unseen. I wonder if it's the same. Mist takes form, but they keep marching. The verge of dawn. Thanks for dragging me out here, love. Off my drinking stool. Let's return the favor and drag me back to it. Don't need that. Really need that, so... Okay, we'll just make heroism more heroism. Part of me is tempted to make a... I don't know. This intends to do both. Alright, scout time. Okay, another dragon's sites to make the fight easier. All sides have been climbed. Let's fight. A drow charges up the hill. Warlord, your enemies are across the gold swath. Like Skytrap Thunder, we should not Wingsid Pyarch be bringing us this news. The Wingsid Pyarch is... I volunteer to come and quiet Adrian, return your post. I submit my shame. I struggled thinking to engage our foes myself, but instead, I've done as bidden. I'm here to be given orders or else rebuked. She submitted, saying much and fast. What is we need to know? Fight? Be patient, warlord. A winged knife is usually a long talk. In truth, I ask you to lean upon your youth wisdom and the warrior's head. Wingsid Pyarch, we seek victory over a foe that is smaller than us, but pesky hard to smash. Advise us. That. If I'm bothered by a scale skate, I lie myself still. And tempt it with my arm's flesh. When it lands to drink, my tail can strike. A winged knight, warlord today, talks much, but not wastefully. They are our best and most brilliant, egg to the sky. Your enemies will come to you, waiting among the chains and stone. We will cage them here, and we will triumph. It will require brutal speed to be part of the football. We should follow. This is smarter. Yes. In human words, soft skull words. Lure them into an ambush. Lure them all in ambush. I should do it. Drauven turns away, going to meet his foe. Your task remains the same. The bale you call, we'll call your detonator. Your blade is needed. The bale is only you, so you belittle my brain. Debts cannot survive their creditors, you know. Zuviak be wise. I'm not too silent. A few moments later. What's there, Dahlia? Be quiet for a work site. Drauven, our Bonehelm Knight. The captive becomes the captor. He's unlike any Drove I've seen. Armors himself heavily. Try not to see you as old cruel master in him. In the pit below, the Drauven warlord stands mountainous and strange. The sun gallops on his bone pale plates as he casts around for a neck. It gives me a feeling, like 12-ish years ago. Should we even try this? Drauven will leave you an opening. Confident you can't kill them, and then you will leave your own throat vulnerable, trying. The thing is to strike harder and faster than they expect. Fangbow, it's rumored that elite Drauven archers don't breathe for minutes at a time. They'll hold a drawn bow level for so long that it seems possible. The clink of iron and clack of bone plates are now clear to step. Even out of stillness, the Drauv elite will roll a heavy halberd with sudden power. Alright. Hold off, back again, yeah. Okay, that won't poison. Hoping it would add poison to that attack too. Okay, one more attack. That's a lot of damage. I did not expect him to hit that hard. Slay the Bonehelm Knight, Drauven will keep coming. Alright, what can you do? Battle leap, he can leap 3 tiles. He can shoot at range 5 as a swift action. Sweeping swings, attacks deal shred 1 or 2 damage to all other foes within range. Immune to compulsion, and he can generate 4 health. I was about to say, there's no way he's alone. Okay. Good. Okay, poison will kill him. Thank you. Unless the regeneration hits first, I'm not sure if it will. Alright, let's get some folks flanking. More overshredded. There we go. Drauven falls snarling. Death is over his shoulder. He'll only glance at it. Leaves me alone, skinny amateur. Several things happen in a blink. Coming from camouflage, a wire-limbed drow leers and half laughs. Hey, again? He swings a long knife, whistling sharp, while a spiked net whirls in his hidden hand. From above, then, a swooping shadow turns into a tall soldier. Zarkakwan Vilgren. The drow warrior stands grimly coiled, measuring the field with frustrated eyes, then moves to guard the warlord's retreat. It all takes less than 6 breaths. The battle is still wildly undecided. You let the warlord live. I'm here to cut chains, Chadrid. Cutting heads has to come second. Zuvyak. Loose-limbed and silkily swaggering, he somehow seems to slip from view, even as one stares at his cold, hungry gaze. And more bone guards and haunts. Kill all enemies is now our goal. It's currently covering Shano. You have the chance. I would be better off using it to hurt this guy than just wasting damage. I don't want to depend on poison. Let's burn it now so he doesn't get the Spectre Step at us. And that'll get rid of the Spectre Step. Going so well on hurting the Zuviak guy. Got him. Chadred! Fight another day. And there's still something here. This is a very big map. We did not use most of it. There you are. Poison should kill you. Okay, it's the poison tick. Black net as a part of it. We'll pin the foe for 2 turns. Foe will take 1 true damage each turn until it's no longer pinned. Yeah, okay. It's a face like the bark of the toughest, ugliest tree. It's a face the world is poorer without, I really think. Let's move together. Who knows how many or more are left? We'll find the captives at least. We should stop, my lord. Rest by that rock formation. See it? Notice the sky is more intricate. We should have chosen someone better. He was who I had. Zuviak was indebted to our order. His sentence of exile vouchsworn by my mentor. He's guarded Drauven secretly for 9 years from Nero. He was an egg eater, and you were lucky he was there in time. The warlord's life? No, I wasn't lucky. I told him to be where he was, and he was there. I made contingencies and kept your warlord alive. But your intervention was late in this empire. You gave us no time. I only made it back as soon as I did because I heard fighting. It was out of my hands. Those soft scrolls came faster and stronger. Zuviak's dead. Our forces behind us massacred. It gives me no pleasure to say so. There's a reason they won the last wars. Just that, call them what they are. Beast is what they say is Drauven. Drauven is think them beast, so we are beasts together. A beast family, ripping at throats, roaring in darkness, whipping and mocking and chaining each other. When a sick and sad family, as I think. We dug out tunnels, dug and mined, in and down, down and in, looking for things, differences, old rock, the smallish one said. All you found was young rock? Did you find what they wanted you to find? No, our family didn't anyway. We were kept in families together. News got around, neighbor to neighbor, chain to chain. I think we would have heard something. Drift snack. The Drauven lore seeker I once aided. The books he liked were full of lost legends. Some dealt with the old stone that summoned mountains to itself. Those, the remains. Warlord Drauven, you see, make a picture. That is very good. Please illuminate, explain, say. You think Drauven and human are the same? I'm meaning a thing in difficult to say. We'll tread you swamp fighter. Not good. Still, you have loyal forces abroad, Warlord. That site was only one of several hopes and nearly exhausted. We'll go further now, to place no one in fear. And if we must, we'll dig with Drauven weapons. Our warriors need grinding, making tough, okay? Why? Chadred, I grew up with the dragon tales, but I always took dragon speed illustrative, imaginative folk tales, metaphors for our earliest battles with nature, sick, monsters, boars. And yet dragons there were once. We Drauven, they were mothers and fathers. 5 dragons, 1 of each season, and the 5th went away. Your family comes... Sorry, Noir jumped on my lap and was sharper than I expected. Your family comes from true antiquity, Dahlia. You're called Dragon Slayers, and that's not for no reason, I think. But yes, few Drauven will hold them to be more than myths. Origin myths. Drevsnak's order, though, the Bale, their claim has always been the dragon bloodline. Well, but a name can be, or at least I've come to think, a name. Some ancestor sometimes can make something up. Under earth and rock. Under unnumbered years, dragon flesh to stone hands, dragon hearts to heart. And there become their own light there, the spark in later days. Well, if they dig for dragons, they'll dig a long time, is my feeling. They still do it with their own claws, not human sweat and tears. Not slaves. 11 years of peace to follow.
Oh, this little kitty is so cute.
Noir is being a very good sweetheart. Alright. Cool, cool. Dahlia and Shaylin came home to their kind-eyed and happily listening son, burdened with a life's weight of stories with which to entertain him. Some tales were sad and moving, others blithe and adventurous. Rarely in the years that followed were they or their boy found apart. My mamas! Aw. Yakes Fenspear is now a greenhorn hunter. Is he gonna be another melee? Now let's give him a flash cone. Jalen and Dahlia found a forgotten castle ruined in the forest near Flying Dell. Would sneak away to spend blissful afternoons in only company of each other. Chadred watched springs pass one after another. They had an inkling of some deeper cycle beneath them, but suspected they may not live long enough to grasp it. Dahlia practiced her bardic talent with terrible results. It's the opposite of inspired, because I'm that. Chadred and Jalen set up a schedule of scoring afternoons. Chadred punctuated almost every thrust with clever observation. So, event. Vivkin Timor, out, or please. We're married one summer night. Peace and a flock of stories followed their sweet company. People flying Dell were a little sad to see charming Vivkin paired off. Timor would always remember the starlight twinned in the earthbound lanterns, the hum in Vivkin's chest. The glory of a moment like that can contain. The warlord Drauven recovered, and after his defeat, turned his army loose upon the wildlands, bringing petty Drauven factions under his sway. The great digs became a rite of passage among the soldiers, a gauntlet of endurance, a point of pride. That they served no true purpose only made them more noble, fit for warriors. The warlord aged and grew more independent, less reliant on those he once clung to. Timor Elkin's son has reached adventuring age. Timor Elkin has joined as a warrior. We have no casters. Wolfskull. Stardust Squirrel. Okay, Pet Flash. Pet throws a flash cone. Okay, more. I love you to death. My friend. My buddy. My baby boy. He needs to be held right now. He needs to be held. I'm sorry, guys. He's just absolutely insistent. Okay. Let's see what we can do, folks. Yes. Sorry, this is harder when I've got a cat I have to dote on while I'm doing this. Oh, love you. Alright, yikes. Armor first. How much do I have for armor? Not much. My hides are so low. Alright, maybe weapons first then. You have your sharp tooth axe. What? Don't grab the mic. Take most of my spell throws, but I'm okay with that. You, I would rather you. Okay, thank you, Noir. Finally let me go. Ah, that's gonna be most of my ingots. I want you to be a shield. And if I... Okay. Alright, bow for you. A lot of legacy points I'd be spending to get that up, so next. Yeah, well itself, swallowed the Marasat. The most ancient places notice an ancient hunger, so the even say. And the demons I know. What's that smell? Dawn was quilled at the fifth excavation. The mountain had rung like a bell all through winter. This morning something changed. He was standing there, the shadows almost there. They reach it. I'm glad they are the only shadows then and not spears. Wingston, I do begin to wonder if there was ever something anything feared. I carried my shell much longer than I was born afraid as well. But training, it teaches bones the movements of courage. Bravery is a hope we have. When it fails, that is when training must take command. And then the winged knight Pyre turns and walks through solid rock. Wingston! Even, what do we do? I'm not the one with the extra big stick axe. You go first. The wall doesn't open so much as it allows passage. The Drauven trip through, unsure of what they'll see. Come forward in small soft steps. Hiss it along. There are maggots in the meat. The corpses of the Marasak lie still, full of punctures and a pool of his own blood. What the? Shapes lays across the glassy floor like Griff's petal, the dead petals in the still water. Now I know what I smell. Ink. Look black? Look black, yes. The blood of these creatures said to smell the same. Or... Thank you. That was him going across my keyboard trying to find a softer way down. The Marasak must have gotten a death price from them. I think we need to hurry. Maybe to find what we were hoping for. They're called Whisperers through the Briar. And I know they're only a wind story for kittens, but I once saw a spiderfly spin an archway out of light and walk through it into oblivion. Stay within our guard even to our shore. Let's back out and assemble a few more. A gentle chitter erodes the last words from her sentence. It's almost like the sound of rain, and it almost seems like it comes from anxious reflections of glossy stone. Then it rises to a quick burst. As calm heads turn, star-bright eyes well, perhaps there's no time. Forward with me, everyone. Where the warlord's hand, the cave he claims, we shall take it. I'm your life's bolster, Winston. This is one of the reasons why I really, really like this story, because we actually get to play as them. Hierarch and Visual must survive, kill all enemies. Visual can't do much except move and claw. So let's get you somewhere safer. As soon as we can. Flight is just movement. Okay, and then you have Guardian. harass you. Throw net on you. And their turn without attacking, they can prepare to shoot this reaction strike. Or just shoot them. Okay, so it'll die from the bird. So interesting having the two different factions fight each other for once. Ah, fuck. So much effort just to kill Russ. Oh, that bard's in a mean place. Oh, no good. And poison. And secret behinds. Everything sucks. Scenery? Has 6 health. Oh dear. There's one down. don't think I like you very much, Bard. Can't get anybody else in range to hit Bard, though. Hello. I remember the last time I did this mission that I did much more poorly. Try again. All right, everyone follow, I guess. They're fast, Paul. Not they do much, but at least you're fast. Ooh, and make. Easier point. Oh, here. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Cleavage. I'm okay with that. Uh-oh. That's okay. That's okay. Come on. Begging you just a little bit of damage. Or something like that. Fire damage. That's all of them. Together they push through the final fine-threaded door. Even here is surely. You can let me puke my tail up. The egg-shaped opal glows. The silence it sheds sharpens the echo of every movement, each exhaltation. Sleepy smoke parts off its curved surface, curls into the vault of dark. Imagine all of that. Heads laid at peace among the foliage of crows, never dreaming of such a thing as exist. Even Versailles? This is yours. Yes, it's the egg. It's like being able to reach out and touch it. I never thought I would truly see it. My teacher, my mentor, my master, Drauven, ought to have been here. He deserved to stand where I stand, and I wish I could speak to his ghost. It is because of you that anyone stands here now. In the foolish fossil glass chest of what must have been an enormous dragon, gazing on it stood a smoldering heart, egg, fried down to the sun. You are the last of your old order. You have fulfilled their founding. It's early yet to call it fulfilled. With the Frixel dead, the mountain's dark artery is laid open. Warlord, you triumphed. Your soldiers fought with courage. I'm surprised you returned to me. You're finding you all disappeared on the ground. What has happened? What has happened? Tell me. Meeting in the private light, a short hike from the dig. Pirate gives a brief retelling of the battle, and Versailles outlines what comes next. Or more simply, there's no need to explain it any other way. A dragon is an exception. A dragon to hatch from this egg. There must be nests girded in the dragon bird stone, the ash of the hero. Well understood, yes. My chief wonder is whether the weld wall is truly the closest to such a place. Did not Versailles say? He did, warlord, but I find the distance danger of that place to his company. It is likely a better option for you. Are you heathen Wings Empire now? Are you claiming to be as full fed as Versailles? No. I only... More! Stop being a dork! I only seek to take account of what does business. Each step thus far we strike night to shape the path until he chooses to eliminate it. Simply put, don't need simple put thing. I understand you want to measure it, to measure his knowing, and correct. The fool thing would be if he knows that there are places he doesn't tell us. Why? Versailles is like a father. Being said, I should not lose my time. Today is near its half mark, and I'm already tired. As Versailles says, just in a sense, we'll start with spring hides. You will come with me once again. We'll make a dragon a safe place. The bigger force will stay and guard Versailles in that sense. Yes, well. You heard him say it, I suppose. His dragon. He is the warlord. He very much is Versailles. It's like the feeling I have. I hope. What? Send for me when you know we can help you. And any nest girding required to the egg. You have my gratitude, Vincent. I believe that I do. You will have mine. All proves as you say. Be safe. Be wise. Be safe, egg. Wise, Drauven. All your hard flights will be worth it, friend. Isn't this a bad omen? When the moon's covered with clouds night after night, should we stay indoors? One thing that might help you, Yikes. Omens don't matter if you're not paying attention. Whenever you were away, a long time ago now, Grandma Curdy and I would sometimes sit by the window, all the candles out, lanterns dark. And if the moon was full, Grandma would tell stories about when you were small, and about the family, the history. Those are the best memories I have of her. Oh, Mom. I miss my mom. Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought I saw something out the window. And I miss the time we never got to have together. I was happy you would grow close to our family, but I want those days back sometimes. That's how I've gotten you out here on the trail with me finally, right? Reaching the place where they're staying, Dahlia and her son Yakes find they have a strange vision. It pulls from the message tube that hangs around its neck, poorly striped ropes. Dwarven warlord Drauven. This map defined travel roads, capture first glows. Then he is not escaped in the season of the company convenes a few days later. Suppose I don't quite know what the name means. Willidwall? Weldwall, a renaming, ascribed to an ancient settlement, originally called Uneth. Uneth was built on the shore where the elms turned over their ships. It grew magnificent and strong, it was wiped off the land by the Autumn Father, Desmond. It's an awkward and doubting march they embark on soon after. Dusty fields present desolate panoramas. Wriggling half-rotted fence posts clatter in their sockets. The wind is childish today, tugging at loose teeth. Still think it's a lot to believe. A lame piece of bait, go ahead and bite. We'll know pretty early on if it's bad information. Because that's all the note says. We'll own their supply line and their path of reinforcement to take, and 2 routes our quarry might follow to safety. It's only, why does this Deven's bird sing to us now? I wonder about that. They camp under the same broad skies they ever did. Some faces are old, some are quite the opposite. Yikes, not your watch yet, boy. Guess this part's where you've been looking forward to, huh? Name's pretty high, aren't they? The Jeep, Mom? Didn't know you'd notice. Actually, I just felt my stomach was weird or something. Oh, Mom, I hate to be the kid telling a seasoned parent how to stay upright on the road, but, I mean, do you need anything? What's wrong? I still don't know, and don't know how I like the idea of you following our path. What you'll have to learn, what you'll have to see. Thank you for letting it be my choice. In the morning, they'll continue on angling towards a pair of outposts where Drauven roads run. Where'd all my wood go? Okay. So our job is to corner Drauven warlord. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people and a recruitment opportunity. So, 3-man team goes here. Much as I'd like Yakes and Dahlia to go, they probably shouldn't go together because they're very uneven. And then... the rest of you. Now, before we continue, though, I think this would be a good time to take a break. So, because I need to take care of Noir. He's being very fidgety, and he knows it's dinner time. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do, keep watching comfortably, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. Why, hello everybody. I'm back. So let's start this year's hunt. Alright. Definitely recruiting from Legacy, and it's definitely going to be a Mystic. Oh, hey, it's the brother! He's the only one we got, so... Hello again, Swickery. Was the lady's name we're supposed to keep an eye out for? Oh, it's this one. It's the storm thing. To sneak in while she's got their attention. Wait, really? The situation only improves with dead Drauven. Make that happen as quickly as possible. Lower the wall to move quietly. We begin combat in the Brave Plane, and there's a fire spirit! Well, I have a rookie who needs to talk to the fire spirit. No, he already has fire sword. Okay. There. Oh, good gracious, you have the worst movement. If anybody tries to get near her, we'll get damaged by that aura. And we like 2 points. Gonna shoot the bird first. Oopsie. Nope, you need to do more than that. There's Drauven here. Yep, same thing. Okay, this is where we decide we want someone to have thunder powers. Spirit first. Speed, 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 speed! Yes, please! Okay. Who do I want to have thunder powers? Honestly, no one on this team, really. scout here. The hike is Mulchi Hill above Moondelve. Stories of fire. Is this the fire transformation? This is the fire transformation. We've already got a fire elemental. Tranced, aren't you, Dahlia? You're not thinking straight. Wake up, I'm saying. Huh? What? Timur, you're burning. Timur, here on the ground. Throwing himself down, Timur rolls over and over while Dahlia and Chadrick help slap out the flames. Moments later, they're dirty and disheveled, but mostly unhurt. So, mind explaining what you found so appealing about that bonfire? Appealing's not the right word. It was weird. I could feel it calling to me. Primal. It didn't feel foreign. The opposite. It wasn't asking me for anything. The one asking was me? And answering me were voices. Dead voices. Stories still glowing like last night's coals. Close by, a small fitting noise is followed by a drone of several seconds, then until silence. Transfires and Thrixel. Dangerous hill. Talk later? It's what becomes of stories, I suppose. Monuments, marking old boundaries of imagination, before we venture to beyond them. I'll struggle not to wonder if... well, but struggling is better than drifting. Only one legacy point? Oh well. I don't need another fire elemental at the moment. Nothing? Really? Dang, how far away are they? Not what I meant to do. Oh well. I like that satisfying ka-thunk when he uses that. Really? Yeah, the stun. That's the stun. That's all the bard can do now that it's alone. Jalen is gonna retire, but Chadrick isn't. Wow. What's wrong? I sense magic. Drauven? No, this feels more like something is lingering. Come on, it's this way. What is it? It's an overgrown mess, is what it is. Help me uncover it. There we go. That's a nice, strong font. What a rush. What are you talking about? We just pulled some weeds. I don't feel anything. It's a font of spell breath. It feels like someone's pouring honeyed sunlight woven with strands of fire through my body. Honeyed sunlight. Yes, sunlight and starshine. At the same time, it's an unfurling of the world around you. Spirit of a place or thing. Objects have spirits? Well, not like conscious ones. It's more that we're connected. spell threat, woven through between all reality. Sometimes I feel like there's an entire world I'm missing. That's how I feel when you talk about tactics. Or when one of you describing how combat flows for you the other day. Or how I get sort of a rhythm. You said it's like dancing. I can't imagine feeling it. Hey, 2 spell threats. I need Hurtwoods. Ingots or spell threads or fabrics. Or spell threads then. Alright, who gets to be a Thunder Elemental? Yeah, make it a new kid. Legs first. What would have happened if we sat all the way in? Perhaps it's better, we'll never know. The wolf voice. It doesn't appear natural. Right, this one. Yes, transformation. The roar kneels, and beneath him a green light pools. Dandelions rise yellow out of the sparse, wind-scraped dirt. They grow old and white, throw their seeds, they wilt to nothing. The Godrak kneels on hums. A crack somewhere inside, a geode of understanding splits to catch its light. Beneath the earth and beneath his eyes. The roar? Wolfhead! +6 retirement age. Heartwoods, fabrics, hides, and spellcrags. Heartwoods and fabrics. Let us... See you sign Drauven? I don't know, maybe we got lucky break and Swickery's and Frasia's wrong. Maybe they aren't here. Trust me, been all night playing cards with town gossip, and you've seen this one before. Where's it? Where'd it go? No, it wanted to help us! Help us! Help us! Jalen, are you alright? Is it still in her head? I'm gonna throw up. It made me a Strixel brain candy. Yeah, she's fine. Weird though, it really did feel like it wanted to help us. Of course you think that. How'd you bamboozle? Stay focused. The Drauven here are still up there somewhere. There, in fact, right next to us. Oh, that doesn't count as attack. Okay, hold on. Okay, over here. Fine. hate darts so much. Sucks for you, I'm flanking. Good. I can now shoot you a lot. Ooh, yikes. Oh no! Yakes is in a lot of trouble. Good, thank you. Attack my tank. You die now. Shoot birds. Gotcha. I already had shield armor shearing on my weapon. I don't really need it elsewhere. You're right, he has the battle sledge too. Accuracy and ranged accuracy. And wrestling. Because Yakes needs it. Another flail. bonus damage. They make for the cover of trees. Day dies. Shadows feather their trunks. Stories flicker. Say hero used to belong to these lands. A towering woman who wore an antlered helm wielded a blade of flashing gold. House around here? Mist breeze cool against their faces. Sinley West, she was called, and her sword was named Avenger. Protected the people, the goodly beasts, the trees. Admirable in every way, of course. But that's what? Oh, that's a sword. In his stories about the end of her life, it was said that she laid her sword to rest, not like a tool, but as a bit of tired friend to sleep. Grateful she buried that sword, battle-notched blade, wearied edge pressed in the earth where it was made. Doesn't that mean it's ours since we found it? They don't take long, do they? Time to wake up, old sword. You're needed. The heavy blade still carries a burning edge, shadows shy from the darkening path. Okay, good. It lets me choose who gets it. Accuracy block and tenacity. Interesting. Is this a two-handed sword or a one-handed sword? I can't tell. No, it would say heavy if it was two-handed. Right. Perfect! One-handed Avenger. Also fire. The spirit. Found you! Legacy point. No spectre step. So that back tap. Get that bird off your fool head. Woo! Jumping right past some of those monuments. Just in case I missed. near our ferocity and vision span generations. Only then are we truly unstoppable. It's not a light thing to carry, but I do what I can. Less of you, please. The Hail Hammer. Spell damage with ice. Right, I remember this one. I'd be trading one artifact for another. You'll only give me one ingot. So... This'll actually... Huh. In some ways, that's actually an improvement, but then it loses all this extra stuff, which is really what he needs most. I'll give it to Aurora's offhand potency. That'll help his poison. Okay. The Gone Ox. Weird rhythmic noise filters through the trees. It's getting louder. Does it sound aggressive? Over here. An ancient ox leads its bulk against a beech trunk. The blood pools from its panting muzzle. It's sick or something. The ox doesn't flinch from Yake's approach. He notices a wound at the base of the neck. There's something in there. It looks like a blue pomegranate seed, but it's as big as my fist. I've got skilled fingers, let me try and dislodge it. Better to kill it now, let it die with dignity. An ox, at least. A shot. Jalen makes a concerted effort, but it's too slippery. The seed burrows deeper in. The ox charges off in agony, knocking Jalen to the forest floor. Bows flare in the forest all around. Stand firm. Okay. You back. You can hit him from there? Yeah. poison a few more times. Okay, it's dealt with. Between the pinning from the black net and that poison, it'll... Ouch! Okay. Some temporary health. And heroism. Once the Gorgon corpses take some time to fade. I think these creatures that the Gorgons change, can they breathe underwater? Oh, we've seen this. Bonus damage. It's 28. Alright. Time to attack the Drauven warlord. Oh, back. Weldwall's the ruin of the Elnish city of Oneth. It smells faintly of eggs. Warlord. Scouts have spotted soft skull down the wet road, protected by trunk and buckling murder. Sending the wings away seems foolish now. It is as I said to her. So does not forget this. Up there is Drauven, see? Drauven's always a lucky vision for me. Since first I saw the marking, symbol, sign, the great fate that reached out for me. The company approaches a way of slim road that strays through Sulphur Swamp. It's good thinking, Garor. We'll get inside the old walls without a fight. That's the exact emphasis of my argument. We'll emerge from the whole ordeal with filthy feet and dirtied hands, but the world will be a better for what we do here today. No turning back now, like any of us would want to. At the end of the path, the ruins begin. Past them swells a misty slope. Hilltop for warlords. Can we survive the climb? Scatter his fires, shred his flags, and I wager he'll come down to us. Super Lord. Destroy 2 bony banners. So that's 1. There's probably 1 in here. And 1 in here is my guess. Well, let's get started. Take you down the road. Start here. alone, so... Onwards. Found some. And this door's now open? Okay, that's one of the banners. That's a lot. But they're all melee and they're all... Oh, they can get... I would have liked that to have hit more targets, thank you. I would have expected them to have run away. Okay. Bird. Good. Keep attacking Groar. I think I'd rather have steel fire on that. You swap places. But whatever. Guess who? Ooh, good job, 3. Oh, that's the most damage Chimmore's taken ever. Dismantle! Dravia's scroll showed Burst while attacking them, biting their backs. Now we thunder, fling, now we catch them like frogs between clutching claws. Warlord, we shall fly to victory or the veil. The warlord bellows black, other sound as the thought barren moment. Then he comes charging down the hill. I don't see him yet. Current goal, kill all enemies though. Alright, let's see. Kind of hoping that would kill you. Kind of hoping that would kill you. You over here. I'd rather just have everybody gathered. Swickery! Sure don't like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. More falls back. Parents a tough old strip of jerky, though. I'll pull through. You're gonna be okay, aren't you? To an extent, maybe after lying down for a long time. You'll be alright. Shred that warden. Oh, come on. Thank you. Tired of your bullshit. Oh boy. Alright, get revenge for your father. That give him a heart attack. The mist and gray, wet grime of the earth have gotten on everything. Warlord, Dahlia. With a groan, his huge hand grips the crossbow from the dirt. No, get Dahlia! Shh. Crumpling his bow and shaken fingers, Drauven bounds, rolling a low Drauven curse from his throat. Elsewhere, Winston, you did not know. The return was not barked by the bird keeper. I cannot return to a place I've not been. I left my warlord in danger and came further than expected to find you. Where's Rashad? You must leave him to wish for a fire, to dry the cloud kiss off my back. Saying something. The Drauven chants mage word, his voice cutting practiced patterns of the candle's sweet air. And finally, in flat-hammered Yandrik, he sings. Summer follows spring, follows winter, follows fall. Shadows follow moons, follow sunlight, follow squall. And fire one day follows fire. The moon will remember it. They camp at Weldwall, tidying away the Drauven dead. Dahlia's been at this a long time. Both of them actually have been. It's weird. For how long we've known each other, you'd think we'd have more to say right now. I don't know. Part of the thing with knowing someone a long time is not having to speak a word. Something is over that night. You must have somehow stepped on some Drauven tails to make it so far. Something is wrong. Rashad, Drauven is your warlord. Drauven is barely Drauven. He speaks Yandrik, that kindred the wind. The dragon turns its head to its voice and makes no noise of its own. His gaze, the geode of every impossible wish ever held. Veins? No. In his summer eyes, warm with the influence of intellect, in his subtle mouth that smiles hungry as the sun. Winston Pyro, you are fortunate enough to stand and drink with me as some amended people we know. It's a bridge I built. Did you? From where I perch, I see a drow who has laid all his labors on broader, fitter backs. My back was bent, my future bowed, even as I tumbled from the egg. You can never comprehend my life, Winston, if you could live it all in the sight of color. Only my blood is fit. It is dragon. They may as well be an ox, and let him be slaughtered. Our people are here. Their king, the Summer King, is here. What I think you mean is, Drauven was meant to die at Whirlpool. Do I understand you rightly? In that moment, no dissemblance can form behind the demon's jaw, so he chuckled. I ought not to have left him. I'm glad that you did, my arch sister. His voice nested me. It was not only Pyro's rigid purpose that is shattered. The long settled fate of all things is revealed. The dragon is small. Sword? Devon. Titans of crawl. Retreat its ground. Devon. Take but little wonder. I do not know who Drauven is. Was? His might and force of will are what made your hatchet possible. And are what made our people strong. Ow! That hurt my ears. And yet I hear your voice, sister, of sorrow. He did not listen to you, did he? His ear was wadded with honors, maybe? Summer King, she is not. My name is Savon. Call me my name. You are old for your kind and seemingly forgetful, so I will excuse it. You should correct yourself. He is alive now and alert. Do you believe you'll control him too? My listening is sword sharp. Be warned, quiet. For now I shall think, and I shall eat. Ox with you, Lord, and sheep, and onions. My gathering thoughts see a picture of the world and dragons. I do not know what was passed in those years, but I'm sure it all went meaning. That is what I shall give it, suppose. The night will age in gray, will be buried in orange light. The first night of Savon's re-life is musically quiet. A pregnant rest preceding the words of the Orphan's Sword. This is the artifact that he took. +5 accuracy, -5 block, bypasses 1 armor. Who wants it? Good question. Give it to Yates, I suppose. 11 years of peace to follow. On his more civilized days, Garor would drop in town for gossip and tool repairs, but on the whole, he felt clear-headed only among his wild kin. When the lulls of peacetime got too quiet for Timor, he'd pick up a hammer. Got dangerous, became Just people of Griddle Spruce Timberland brought their first offering to Hawkins Shrine. The rhythm of their lives clicked back into place. Whatever spirit dwelled there seemed happy to see them as they were to see it. Wickery enjoyed spending time with researchers at Pepperstead Laboratory. He shared an enthusiasm for shiny mysteries and a tendency to push them. From nest to wing, the dragon was sensation. His curious palate wandered. Growing in bone and weight and wit, he left few creatures unharmed. The Drauven, once united by Drauven, soon forgot their old lord. Even had none of them pledged for Savon, dragon gravity would bent a nation apart. Savon's early years passed unmarked by human eyes, well beyond the wilds where even hill painters went. If the predations and hunts of tribute stayed in those places, likely all would have turned out differently. Jalen sat down after her last battle and finally wrote down the tales she had amassed. Her riveting stories, though most readers skip past pages describing geology. Has retired. Let's have her train Yates. Only the one level, though. Ouch. Farm. Now he gets to do a wolf claw. Celestial leg. Changer leaves tile. There's 33% chance to make tile celestial. Oh, that's like what Danny does. Wolf leg. More speed. Storm spirit. Okay. let's get some armor on people. Especially old Tyrmor. I don't need ranged accuracy. Nope, no. Shadows deepen. In the canyon's hatching, Siobhan's enclave is a place of natural elegance. In ancient times, he says, he often rested here and wrestled with siblings, and waged his pleasures on the world. Get off your haunches, dragon. Winter is for loud tasting. You can see a fine afternoon in the River Valley. I was there 2 nights, crisp evenings, and drift off thick cloak and burnables. The flight itself is fine. I know it's common for your kind to make an egg. Many times. Since I hatched, I've wondered whether you might make one. I am asking something. I do not expect common questions from you, Simone. So, that is why my neck scales are edge to edge. You are a deathless species, and you'll leave me soon. The egg is immortality. Obviously, like it, that meaning is true. Even Vishal claims they all or dragon, that he himself, he believes too much in the stories he was told. No dragon has ever given life to another creature. Not because you can't, just... It does not surprise me, poor Vishal. I will tell you something, Siobhan, because you are like a little brother and do not wish for words. We can choose to grow them or we can choose not to. I choose not to. Christmas. But I wonder what I will do when you are dead. My true kin, I was the first of them to be slain. Remember that I fell on the spike of the fenway. I filled my dying jaws with terror. Imagine it. But so I blazed. It's like a long time. I can only think they followed me to their eggs, my siblings. But I am the first reborn. It's poetry, isn't it? Maybe it'll be the business of my life then when you're gone. Finally, it's one. There are other Drauven I'm sure you would take to, Swan. Yours is a young knight, smart, honorable, funny. But today I am young enough to fly at your side, and now the winter moths all constellate silver in the starlight of the river. The Drauven came here. You saw it. Did you not notice the chest? Have you ever seen so many rotten, useless things, Bob? I'll tell you, kid, it doesn't make much sense. Now some years on you, and I'd never heard of our Uncle Drow clutching a gemstone, a coin piece, or even an ornate weapon. I hear you, but this man says, all you have to do is come out to Richfall with me. Ask others. Poor Mr. Hither lost everything. Couldn't even have much for him to take on account of his second wife, from his farm down to the town proper. They slaughtered who stood against them and rummaged and took all the gleaming things they found. Hardly any meat, a lot of heirlooms, gold and silver and jewels. It's only the first such collections you can expect, mighty Swan. Now you're older, it's time for your ascendancy. He's at an age where the sap drenching is fit. He's still growing. Ascendancy sounds like a fair amount of effort also. Ascendancy. It's easier when you're young. Your joints are soft, your mind is strong. Vishal, Drauven, Vishal, you invite human animosity. I have noticed your shoulder is cold and bare since that time. I wonder if your bird simply refuses to listen to one who betrayed his own swearing. Unfair. Travel was a good one. A good one. Nope, we know who killed him. But letting the past be past, I fail to see how a box of earth brights, be they silver or sapphire, serves a bond. What could 10 such boxes be? 20. 20 such boxes be found. It's a tall number for any militia to take on. Certainly if they're veteran Drauven. I thought the old warlord's death, that bone-headed knight, was meant to prevent another thing like this. Not really anyone else who can fight them like we can. And we can if we're all up to it. I'm not in the worst shape. Leave the beer behind. Give me a battle trade. I can learn. I'm not far past my prime. I've got hoeing hands, farm shoulders, country knowledge, keep my heart. How long should you be held away from conflicts? It is better for posterity to drag an announce himself rather than bow, skulking among his next things. The Thievin has aged to transparency, has he not? He hopes only to be around to bask in your glory. You are the sun before the dawn, you see. The day will be ever long. There's no reason to rush your rising. Breathe in the starlight. Hear the song of things that gate wisdom. What does the sun mean? Figure out which cringer my nation should be bright. One tribe of calamity, or a dragon is no use for hurry, my sister. Spawn and Pyarch get one health. I can survive a health and armor. I'm also uncertain what all this treasure will yield me. I like its luster. It's not as if I can sleep. Would you prefer to capture mattresses, Great Spawn? Like some pillows and curtains for your fearsome day? Colorful curtains? The audacity of Drauven raids is never as high as that is the winter or the fall preceded it. But Drauven warriors are hot with imagining, and their eagerness for plunder gleaming things, for the new lord does not fully ebb. Pick it up, I guess. So the company is called again to arms. They must trace trails and topple outposts, track stolen treasures to a distant canyon, and there a mystic maw awaits them. It's your swing. Well, it's sunrise. That was the evilest variety of tests I could stack on you, and I will say, you adapted with unfortunate alacrity. Guess the thing left inside your role. You have an aptitude like mine. I think you could be a mystic. You know which one, really your honest opinion, which one looks the best? Let's have him be a mystic. We're short on that. Well, actually, now we're short on warriors equally. Working the farm, you think about swinging tools. That's certainly what I do. Okay. Officially that. We have a recruit possibility, though. And it needs to be rebuilt? That doesn't seem right. It's perfectly fine. Okay. This is mean. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 and 4. Swickery. And then take 1 more. Ideally, I want a castle. Kaywin's here. Kaywin! They were both naturalists and our scribes, huh? Okay, well, naturalists. Or make you first scribe. Alright, have guys to clear that out. Lightning, right. Stormy says, unfortunately not expected. Okay, so it's this one. Come on, you clear the rubble. Maybe we'll be back here. Mind if I stay in the back while you do it? Pulling and digging at rock, they're able to move it little by little. Hey, I'm looking, finding some good ore in the rock fall. Look for it, we can use it. They tug stones and soggy earth away. Swickery forms brief bonds with broken slabs, stabilizing them, helping to shift them. As they go, they pluck valuable minerals from the pile. Looks clear. Storm's running west. As their eyes adjust, they assemble above the sodden fields that lead to Quellenbus Treasury. Now it's time to make a crossing, I think, while the weather's clear. Look, we want to check out those other tunnels. That's fine. It's true we won't have light for much longer, or the slaps in the rain. We'll be back this way, I suppose. I know they intend to return. The idea of recrossing sloshing fields to delve into this collapse-prone cave fails to inspire much enthusiasm. Seasons have passed, storms crash and calm, and then the river finds the very crossroads again. For freeing guns. Projects. Okay, well that's where Walrus is going to start. Nice, pretty damn fast. Ebon Shock. Much better. Bird. I love the Sharknado. It's such a rarely used interfusion, though. There we go. Let's go over here. Free the bird. After I use this. Bad angle for a shot. I had to take it.
Oh, Warwick!
Warwick's name. Just the leg, after all. The life and legs. hate that that doesn't happen after I've given them, like, some sort of transformation. Come on. Okay, just a really high-level crossbow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't do more. Sometimes things go sideways. If I tried harder, they might not have. Not like that. I'm sorry, Stop apologizing. Stop. If I spend all my energy reassuring you that you're not to blame, I'm not going to get anything else done. We're family. I'm allowed to say that. Fair. All right. Let's get started. Hunt track of their band of enemies and their intrepid party races through the woods. Well, less racing and more... Look, who knew they'd be able to hide that well? It's not a very dense forest. Anyone hear them? I hear yelling. Help? Anyone? Let's go. I smell... burning? The woods are on fire. I got that, yeah. The heralds of the blazing feather rushed to put out the flames, which is, ironic. Phew. Thank you. I got a little out of hand. Did a Drauven set that? What? No, it was a controlled burn. Well, emphasis more on the burn part than the controlled part. Wait, you set the woods on fire? Only some of them. Oh, thank goodness, otherwise it might be weird. Burning the very important these woods. The fennel down. Fennel? Isn't that herb? Well, yes, people cook with it. But it grows 6 feet tall and makes these thickets, so you have to burn them in order to save the eagles. So you burn the woods to save the eagles, who live in the woods. It's complicated. I can see that. Look, my name's Noon. I'm here researching fire eagles. Maybe you could help me. Are we setting fire to the eagles? No, they're very rare. You want us to hunt one and bring it back to you to study, right? What part of very rare was unclear? So it's complicated. There used to be boars here, right? The boars were the only thing that would eat the fennel. And people hunted all the boars because in addition to fennel, they were eating people. That's a problem, yes. Not for the boars, presumably. So once they killed off the boars, nothing ate the fennel. Then the fennel would get really thick, and bunnies loved these because the thick fennel meant the eagles couldn't see them. So the fire eagles ultimately starved because there are no boars. The food chain is a harsh business. I like bunnies. Not as much as the eagles did. Anyway, burning the fennel will help bunnies from being able to hide so the eagles won't starve. But that's just the beginning. Now we've got poachers coming in to steal eagle chicks and sell them on a black market. Yeah, I guess we could hunt some poachers for you? Right, but what's in it for us? My eternal gratitude? Joy of helping Mother Nature? Relax, Dahlia. It's the same group we were tracking earlier. Everyone wins. There's a fire eagle nest about a half mile that way. They got all the monsters around it. Aye. Ooh, boy. There we go. Okay. Open. And nothing. Nothing down there either. Alright, so if something's here, it's gonna probably be over here at this point. Works for me. Boingy boingy. Ranged accuracy. No. What is that thing? Huh? Is that one of the eagle chicks? Are we too late? Oh no. I think it likes you, Dahlia. Let's see what Noon has to say. We cleared out your poachers, but I think they'd already gotten it checked. Is it too late? If we handle it and now it smells wrong and the mother won't take it back? Don't be ridiculous. Fire eagles have no sense of smell. So then we can put it back. And it'll stop hugging my leg and setting my socks on fire. No. What? That's not a fire eagle. Fire chicken. Poachers probably brought it along as bait. So what do I do with it? I mean, they're pretty good in a mushroom sauce with some leeks. Anyway, thanks for helping with poachers. What are you gonna do, Dahlia? Well, I can't leave him here. That weirdo will eat him. Looks like you got a new pet. What are you gonna name him? I don't know. Sparky, maybe? He looks like a Sparky. And clearly you need it. Yep, Hughes needs it. One faithful knight. Something about that rock makes me shiver. It's this thing, okay. The one that eats memories. If we don't... this one gives me a bunch of legacy. Sacrifice a romantic memory. His recounting is not long. His recollection perfect for the girl who stole his heart. Held her to me cheek to cheek. Feels tears mingled. Sunset faded. Nothing felt real then except rust in the light. For no matter the world may take from us, we would remain whole and unwounded, as long as we remain together. Wait, what was I saying? Yeah, it's performance. Heartwood spell threads. Ooh. Heartwood and hides. Hey! Go ahead, Jasper. Company of Crows. I've less it's this one again. Yeah, okay. Take a drop of my blood, mysteriously. It'll be more than a drop. More than a drop, but not more than a finger's worth. Love, wait, why? Why do this? It's time to trust me. The woman's not bad. A finger's worth is a fair price. She steps quickly close. Startles Vivkin, hearing the woman's breath, smelling the dust of the day on her, smelling the dampness in her cloak. She's much more alive than she'd seemed. Every shadow stoops with her. She leans over Vivkin's offered hand and collects the blood in a clay jar. You okay? Just need to wrap it. There's a reason I offered blood, you know. Blood is faith. Blood is faith. What I see for you is this. Summer will be sorrow, and flames will feel the life off this land. You or your companions will make a decision whether to unite a king with his ancient doom, or to master him yourselves when you face him amid the smoke of smoldering night. Does all this end someday? And do we survive? It might, and you may. Certain can slowly spoiled if you give them away. But I will give something in their place. Blood is faith, and faith has rewards. The remainder of the dark passes. The rain pelting the building side begins to sound comfortable. Occasional thunder marks the storm's paces. Vivkin and Tyrmor sleep at some point, taking turns, trading glances at the strange, silent dawn wind, which, just at dawn's brink, the rain stops, and in the world she wanders again. They travel on to Poppy Rest lumberyard. Hey Tyrmor, there you are. Vivkin with you? Couldn't find you in the rain. Had to camp. Feather cloak. +1 speed. +5 dodge. Wow. Let's give it the door. Yeah. Not terribly concerned about the stuff that's blinded, but it'll probably die anyway. Use. Bonk it. That'll have to do. Damn. Okay, that'll let me move. There we go. Chadred has lowest health because of the injuries and whatnot. Alright, Chadred. A normal part. Alright, I think we should get ourselves a bridge. Only takes them 16 days to build a bridge? Wow. That is not bad at all. The ware's sturdy enough for somebody like you, if that's what you're wondering. Not looking for myself today, actually. I need something for my other half, for Vivkin. Of course, Vivkin. Is this a studded leather Vivkin? A silver-loving Vivkin? Is this stiff collar Vivkin types out there? Maybe he's one of those. A patient Vivkin. Good thing, too, or I'd be one lonely old mockingbird. He's a rare find, one I don't entirely deserve. But traveling, tracking, and fighting takes up whole seasons now. It's worn even Vivkin thin, last few weeks especially. He gets a sad look sometimes when we're walking. He smiles when I call his name, but it's a brittle smile. I'm not sure what to say, but when we're out under the stars, he's still the closest thing I've got to peace. Maybe I'm starting to take that for granted. So I thought if I found something to show how You did not need to know all this. Folks usually save it for the barkeeper. Appreciate the context, though. You want my opinion? Necklace is a classic. You think it'll help? Barkeeper can give you a nail mug. I can give you a necklace. The rest is your goose to pluck. Vicken. Oh, you're back. Listen, did something happen in the tent? It won't stand. I've been yanking around all evening. We'll look at it later. I was thinking tonight we could have a sit over on the hill. Watch the stars pop. Oh, it's still warm. Plus, I got you something. Oh. Old gay lovers. Old gay lovers. Heights. Alright, rather than attack this place now, I'm actually going to go ahead and call it for today. My throat's kind of sore. It's just a lot of talking. This game is a lot of reading, so it stretches my throat to its limit on occasion. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to call it here. Next stream tomorrow is Monhan with the boys. So Danny and Ryu. Look forward to that. But hopefully everything will be hunky-dory, peachy keen, and we'll come back to this on Saturday. So thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope you had a great day, because I know I did. See you later. Bye-bye.